Hey there, Riddle kindergartners. Welcome to another video art lesson. Today we're looking at a drawing of this cartoon bear that looks to be outdoors in the cold. And to make this nice little bear, we're going to be using our special piece of paper that is 8 inches by 10 inches tall. It's a nice piece of paper that you should be provided by me or your teacher. And we're going to make it on this, and we're going to draw it big, really big. Today I'm going to be using my art card, but the purpose of this drawing today is that we're going to put this drawing on. We're going to send it to this company that can take your drawing that you make and put it on a coffee cup, and put it on a bookmark or a Christmas ornament or a keychain or a button or a water bottle or a t-shirt. And then it'll be something that if your parents want to, they are going to be able to buy it for you or for them. And it's just a neat thing that I really like because I have 5 kids at home and I have them make drawings also. And then I like to purchase the magnets at least, because the magnets are like, takes the artwork and then makes it smaller, puts it on the fridge so it will last forever. So I think that is really cool, and their grandparents like to also sometimes buy them. But it's just a neat opportunity that I have really kind of started to like. But this is a different kind of year, and this is a different way of doing this. So here's my art card. I'm going to draw on the art card, but you're going to draw on the big paper, okay? I'm using the art card so I can draw faster, because I cannot make my videos too long because they won't open up then on computers. They won't save very well. So to do this, I'm starting with a large oval, and then I'm going to make a triangle shape that is pointing down. By the way, my paper is tall ways. It's tall ways. It is not long ways, so it's tall. This is his nose. From here, I'm going to make a line that goes down, and from here on this nose, I'm going to curl it, and I'm going to curl it to make his nose. This may or may not be something that you have drawn before, or we have drawn before, and I'm choosing this because it will look good, and we're putting it on this special paper. So there's my nose. Next, oops, I made that line come down, and I forgot to make his smile. There, he's smiling. Next, I'm going to make 2 large circles. These are going to be his eyes. So I just made 2 big circles. Now inside of this circle and inside of this circle, I'm going to make a small circle. These are his eyes. See that? Now, this is going to be a bear, and bears have ears. So I'm going to make a big circle here for an ear, and I'm going to make another big circle over here for an ear, and he will look something like this. Inside of this ear, I want to make a little circle. Inside of this ear, I want to make a little circle, because sometimes inside of their ears, it's a little bit of a different color. So I'm going to make those little shapes there a little bit different. Cool. Next, I'm going to make a oval shape here on his neck, because he's going to be wearing a scarf that's hanging. So I'm going to make this oval shape on his neck, and then I'm going to make a piece of it coming down and another piece of this coming down. This is called a scarf. So there's a scarf. So like if he's cold, he can put a scarf on, and then it keeps him warm. Next, I want to make his shoulders. This is a shoulder, and the shoulders are coming from the neck and come straight down, and that makes his shoulders. So that shows me that this is his body, and we can't see the rest of his body. We can't see his hands; they'll be down here. We can't see his feet because all we see is the top. Okay, so next I'm going to find a peach sort of skin color, a light, could even use a yellow, and I'm going to color in the shape inside of his ears. And you know what? I might even mix. I could use a peach and I could do yellow too. That's a good idea, just to make it look more interesting and brighten it up. Let's try it. So I'm coloring in with a peach. The nose part right here, not his nose, but like that part of his face, and then his inside of his ears. And then I'm going to take a yellow, because you told me to, and I'm going to take that yellow and I'm going to color in a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit here. Oh, I like that. Good idea. Next, the scarf. For the scarf, I'm going to make some stripes. I'm gonna make stripes on the scarf. And I'm pressing hard on making these stripes. Sometimes people can make scarves, did you know that? So I'm coloring in the scarf. Okay, looks like a candy cane. But I want to use another color on here. What color should I use? Maybe I'll use orange. Orange is my favorite color. Oopsie, I don't like the way orange looks because orange and red are too similar. So I'm going to use blue. I'm going to outline, I'm going to make blue stripes so it's red and blue. I like red, white, and blue though, don't I? That could look cool. The orange showed up a little bit, but I don't think anybody will know it's there. So I'm just coloring in all the white areas in between the red so it looks striped. It's kind of crazy. Do you think bears actually wear a scarf? That's kind of silly, isn't it? Is that silly? There he is. Next, the bear is going to be brown. Brown? Here's the brown. So I'm going to color him in brown. Ever hear that book? Brown bear, what do you see? My brown isn't coloring very good today. Oh, it's not Crayola, that's why. Crayola is the company that makes the art supplies that starts with the letter C. And they do a really good job. I can tell this one, it's creating a lot of friction. It's dragging and it's making really light in colors. Which could be good for something, but I guess it's not what I'm used to. So there's his head. I'm going to color his shoulders and his body next. Let's get that shoulder and body colored in here. Let's try to do a good job. Okay. Look at that. Next, I'm going to wonder if I have another brown I could mix. Here's another brown I could color a little bit. I'm going to color a little bit harder on this side of him. See if it looks cool. If I color a little bit darker on half of one side a little bit, if it'll make it look like he's standing in the sunlight. You ever do that? So I just color a little bit more on the side here. Next, I'm going to take a black. With the black, I'm going to make his eyeball just the little bitty circle black. And then I got to outline around the white part of his eye with the black. Okay, so I'm tracing around my bear neatly. Oops. Gotta be careful, don't I? I want it to look good. I'm gonna give him eyebrows too. Eyebrow. Look at that. Then for the sky, what do I want to do for the sky behind him? I could use blue, I could use red, and you could use a different color too. You could use blue or you could use red. I'm going to use red. Sometimes there's sunsets. I'm going to press hard. I'm going to get light. You could use watercolors if you have them available. You could use colored pencils or crayons. Ooh. Markers probably wouldn't be the best, but it would be a little harder to work with markers. Markers can kind of be hard to work with. I have not talked about using markers, ever. So some people do work with markers, and it makes it harder. It's harder to. You can't do any gradation. You can't do things. So every time I'm working, I never use markers. I use crayons and colored pencils. There's my bear. Now, it's very, very important that your name is on the back. It's very, very important that if you could write a K for kindergarten, and maybe if you can write some of your teacher's name or a little bit. But it's really important that I get these and I know that it's yours. So write your name as neatly as possible. If you know how to write your last name, that would be helpful. Your teacher might be able to help with this too, but I look forward to seeing your drawing. Best of luck.